Do you think you could spend the night in a freezer? What about a hotel made of ice and snow? Welcome to the Arctic Snow Hotel and welcome to Sarah's Scuba and Travel channel. The Arctic Snow Hotel is located approximately 27 kilometers from Rovaniemi. The best way to get to the resort is to book transfers online ahead of time through the hotel's website. We were able to arrange pickup at Santa's Village near the Snowman World. You have free entry into Snowman World with your stay at the Arctic Snow Hotel. However, you need to arrange entry in advance. But it is definitely a bonus feature if you're interested. There are various stops in the Rovaniemi area if this is not the most convenient pickup location for you. The bus ride takes approximately 30 minutes. Taxis are very expensive to and from the resort, so it is best to take the bus transport. At check-in, you are provided a map of the Snow Hotel and grounds. There are glass igloos that can be reserved on the property as well. For the Snow Hotel, I recommend booking only one night as it is enough time to get the full experience. If you would like to stay at the property longer, then consider making reservations for the glass igloos the other nights. When staying in the Snow Hotel, a small locker is provided for personal items that you want to lock up as well as any items you may need throughout the night. The lockers can hold approximately 2 backpacks. For larger pieces of luggage, there is a luggage storage room in the reception building. It is only available when reception is open, so it's important to plan ahead when packing your bags. I kept my laptop, equipment, change of clothes, toiletries, and personal items in my travel backpack, which I then locked in the locker. Do not leave any valuables in your luggage stored in reception. People are free to go in and out of the luggage room, so bags are not heavily secured or monitored. After you check in, you are required to participate in a guided tour with representatives from the hotel to learn the layout of the hotel as well as the procedures for sleeping. There are toilets and running water in the Snow Hotel. They are heated. Do not sleep in the toilets. At least that was the warning they gave my husband. In the locker room, you can store your personal items, get instructions on the liners and sleeping bags, and see the optional heated sleeping quarters if you can't make it through the night. In addition, they will show you around some of the grounds so you are prepared to make the most out of your stay. There was a mama and baby reindeer on the premises during our stay. At the end of the guided tour, you can make reservations for your morning wake-up call and indicate whether you want to be notified of aurora activity should any occur throughout the night. It was cloudy and snowing during our visit, so we didn't experience any northern lights the night we stayed at this hotel. At check-in, you are provided a bracelet to indicate you are a guest at the Snow Hotel. This is your ticket or room key. There is a ticket booth at the entrance of the hotel. Throughout the day and early evening, groups of interested patrons will visit the resort to tour the Snow Hotel and possibly eat at the restaurants on site. They are charged an entry fee to explore the hotel. Since you are a guest, you are welcome to explore the hotel going into all of the different guest rooms and will not be charged an entry fee. The Arctic Snow Hotel is constructed each year and opens December 15th. It is an impressive construction when you see it in person. There are different sized rooms for couples and large families. Each room has hand-carved designs by local artists. It is truly like sleeping in an art gallery. Our room had a large rattlesnake carved out of the snow with eyes that glowed. It was a little creepy waking up in the middle of the night and seeing the eye staring at me. However, I appreciated the artistry. I loved going through each of the rooms and seeing the variety of artwork that was on the walls. Each room was so different from the next. You can see in these clips that the layouts and bedding arrangements can vary quite a bit. Each room also contains a placard with information about the art and the artist. It is truly an art gallery. Please do not touch or climb on the art so that all guests and visitors get to enjoy it throughout the season. During your tour of the hotel, you will find a wedding chapel where on average 10 wedding ceremonies per year are held in the chapel. The chapel for 2023 was really beautiful and had a peacefulness to the space. You will be amazed how quiet it is inside the hotel. The snow is very insulating. If you would like to grab a drink, you can do so at the ice bar where shots are served in an ice shot glass. The ice bar is open for about 15 minutes every hour during visiting hours, and then it opens for a few hours at night. There is also an ice restaurant with 3 separate dining rooms. If you would like to dine in the ice restaurant, I recommend making your reservations online before your visit. You do have to pay in full at the time of making your reservation, as well as select your main entree. The entree options at the time of our visit were elk, salmon, chicken, and smoked tofu. In addition, you received mushroom soup and a dessert of raspberry vanilla bavois. Dessert is a truly unique experience as it is served on a snowflake made of ice. The restaurant is cold. Remember, it is located inside the SnowHotel, which is kept between 0 and -5 degrees Celsius. The good news is that you don't actually sit on the ice. There is a board of wood on top of the ice and then a reindeer hide on top of the board. However, the parts of my pants on the top of my thighs were freezing to the bottom of the table where the ice was exposed. It was also challenging to use utensils with ski gloves. The whole experience was humorous as we tried to stay warm and eat in heavy snow clothes. The laughing definitely kept us warm, but we also rushed through our meal. It was not a long, leisurely dinner. Coffee and tea are included with your dinner reservation if you need a hot beverage to keep you warm. I encourage you to experience the ice restaurant, as you may not have an opportunity like this ever again. However, if you are like, absolutely not, sleeping in this place is enough for me, then I recommend making reservations at Coda. Coda translates to hut or home. There was a large wood burning fire in the middle of the dining room where salmon is traditionally cooked over an open wood burning fire. The salmon is a specialty for this restaurant. My husband said the salmon was actually very good. Good news, the wood burning fire keeps the restaurant very warm as well. For dinner, I had the reindeer, which was also delicious. Your meal includes water, coffee, and tea. If you would like something different to drink, you can purchase it separately. The meals in both restaurants came with a basket of traditional Finnish bread as well. Again, you want to make your reservation online in advance and select your entree at the time of reservation. All meals were served with a delicious carrot soup and a lingonberry cake with a white chocolate mousse at the time of our visit. One downside to staying in the SnowHotel is that you don't really want to hang out and relax in your room. Therefore, if you're looking for a place to stay warm, there are a few options. You can hang out in the log restaurant and purchase a hot chocolate in the afternoon before dinner service starts. The log restaurant is attached to the reception area. There's also the Sky Bar, which has an upstairs with a glass roof. On a night with the northern lights, this would be a great place to watch the lights dance across the sky and stay warm. During winter, the bar is open from 4 p.m. to midnight. Next to the Coda restaurant, there is a room where they will build a fire upon request, and it's open throughout the evening and night as well if you want to hang out in there. In addition, there are private and public saunas available. If you're looking for a shower, the showers are located in the sauna area. Eventually, it will be bedtime. We finally made our way to our room around 11 p.m. You can change in the locker room and prepare for bed, as well as pick up your liner and sleeping bag. To be honest, this Florida girl wore merino wool long underwear, wool socks, a sweater, a pair of pants, and a hat. That's right, 2 layers. Plus the sleeping bag and liner. I stayed nice and warm. The sleeping bags alone are rated to -30 degrees Celsius. If you request to be waken up for any aurora activity, make sure you take your coat and gloves with you and store them in your sleeping bag. That way they stay warm and you can quickly put them on before heading outside. Your boots are another story and will be quite cold in the morning. There are lights and electrical outlets in the room should you need them. Now let's talk privacy. There aren't any doors on the rooms. You have a curtain for some privacy and a do not disturb sign that you can put across your doorway. The ice and snow are pretty insulating from noise. However, please remember to be as quiet as possible when walking through the halls, as people are trying to sleep. We felt very secure in our room, even without a door and lock. The hardest part of staying in this hotel is getting in the liner and sleeping bag. It is definitely a workout. The biggest challenge to staying warm is keeping your face warm. You don't want to breathe into your sleeping bag, as the moisture from exhaling will actually make you feel colder. You want to try to create a small hole in your sleeping bag around your nose and mouth so that you can breathe and keep the rest of your face covered and warm. The worst part was waking up at 2:30 a.m. and needing to use the restroom. It was very cold getting back into my liner and sleeping bag after it sat in the room for a few minutes without me in it. This is why you don't take your sleeping bag and liner from the locker room until you are ready to go to bed. They get very cold very quickly in here. This is when I lost my husband also. He gave up and went to sleep in the locker room in the warm bunk beds. Baby. Since our stay, he has told everyone I was trying to kill him by making him stay in the Snow Hotel. I told him that I was trying to preserve him. It's all about perspective. To be honest, I booked this reservation almost a year in advance and had many second thoughts about staying in the Snow Hotel, even up to a week before our visit. I wasn't sure how cold it was going to be and how the conditions might impact our health and other planned activities for our trip. Well, I have to say I'm very thankful that I persevered and did not give in to the doubt. This was a once-in-a-lifetime experience and one that I'm very thankful I accomplished. I even got a diploma to prove it. I'm an A student. My husband, C- at best, but we passed. Don't forget to pick up your diploma at checkout. I had a nice wake-up call at 8 a.m. from the staff. They calmly entered the room and announced themselves, serving me hot lingonberry juice to warm up. It was wonderful. It was a little rough putting my cold boots on in the morning. They were a little frozen. Once you are ready for the day and have gathered your belongings, there is a breakfast buffet included in your reservation, which is served in the log restaurant. The buffet has a variety of options that will hopefully satisfy any palate. When it is time to go, take the pre-arranged transport to the next stop in your Lapland adventure. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. If you would like to help support future productions, please donate using the Super Thanks button or buy me a snack using the link in the description below. Please join the Facebook group and follow me on Instagram for more content.